It is time once again to get an update on the real estate market with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties.
Joining us right now is Agent Brian Burr. Welcome back, my man.
Hi, how's it going?
Good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
How are things going right now as far as the real estate market in Lakes Country?
You know, in Lakes Country, especially the lake houses, things are a lot more stable than years past. There's 3 or 4 years of not a lot moving actually on the lakes. So we have a lot of inventory, but there's a lot more buyers coming in now. So we're starting to whittle that down. You know, so hopefully in the next year, prices are going to probably start shooting back up. So if you're thinking of buying, now's the time to get onto it.
So your offices are in Fargo. A lot of people say, why would I want to work with a Fargo real estate agent when I could work with somebody in Lakes Country?
Right. No, and that's a great question. And to be honest, there is a lot of people in the Lakes area that just do lake homes, and they're good. They're good people. They know what they're doing. And just to back up a little bit about myself, I mean, I grew up in the Lakes area. I went to school in Frazee, so I do know what I'm talking about. I'm not just a guy that said, hey, I went out there and the lakes are pretty and I want to sell a few houses, you know, so I do know the area. The biggest things that I like are the exposure and the convenience that someone that works both areas can give you. In Fargo-Moorhead, we have our own MLS. In Detroit Lakes, it's called the Lakes Country Association of Realtors. They have a separate MLS, and not every agent is members of both. Mm-hmm. So I'm a member of both. So if I get a listing on, say, Big Cormorant, I can put it on the Fargo area, market it to all the Fargo agents, also put it on the DL MLS, market to all those agents. It's really convenient, too, for people that are buying a cabin. We can meet in Fargo,
right?
Get a plan, do everything. Go to DL, look at a bunch of houses, and then if we need to meet up, if we need to meet face-to-face, you know, our office is here. You don't have to make special trips. We can get together, and it just works out really good.
And for me, too, it's working with somebody you like, you know what I mean? Like, that means everything to me. I don't know, I don't always care if they know everything about an area, but if I like you, you're it.
Yeah. Oh, and it's really good, too, especially for people that are moving from one area all the way to the other. We can say you're going to retire in Detroit Lakes, and you have a house in Fargo. I mean, we can have a total game plan. We can figure out what your house is going to sell for in Fargo. We can, you know, get a timeline going. We can find houses in Detroit Lakes, and we can coordinate everything so everything closes the same day. You're not having to rent, having to, you know, go through all the extra headaches.
You've been doing this now for a few years. Everything kind of works in season. So here we are post 4th of July.
Yep.
What does that mean for the Lakes real estate market?
You know, there's usually always just a little lull in the middle of summer. And it's not because people aren't looking at houses. I mean, it's because people are so busy. You know, we just had the 4th of July in Detroit Lakes, and that was super busy. And then also the next 2 weekends in Detroit Lakes, we have Water Carnival. Actually, my good friend is one of the co-admirals. I think he's going to be on the show today or tomorrow.
Nice.
And so we have Water Carnival, you know, then we go to Frazee for Turkey Days. Then we have We Fest, which is a big party, and then we go to Vergas for Looney Days, which is another just big family get-together. You know, and then when it's all said and done, people are like, wow, that was fun. The only bummer was every weekend I had to pack up my boat and pack up my camper or find friends to stay with. You know, and then kind of in August, people start thinking, you know, I could do this every year. Maybe we should start looking for a place to settle down. And especially with Detroit Lakes, now they have Detroit Mountain that just opened.
Good point.
You know, you can get a lake home and you can use it all summer, and then you can use it all winter long too.
Let's make sure to get your email out there too, right?
Yeah, my personal email is brian.boer@gmail.com. My cell phone's 218-850-2004. Yeah, give me a call. I'd love to work with anybody. So
thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, we come back. Violinist is going to join us. Should be a great little segment. Stay with us.